channel. This is Jeanette Caines from Jewelry Arts Inc. This is part 3 of granulation in 22 karat gold. In this video, all the prep is done. We're going to fuse our granules to the back sheet.
So check it out. We've let them dry. They're looking very delicious and beautiful. So I'm going to pick up one of them and very lovingly put it in the kiln. Now I know I've explained to you guys before, but like the whole key to getting something in the kiln without it rolling around as much as humanly possible is that it has to receive your 100% attention. Because if you pick it up and then like, oh, you know what I mean, and start moving things or whatever happens, as soon as you look away, your hand does this. And even though there's glue, which will hopefully hold the granules, you certainly don't count on it that like, oh, look, I flipped it sideways and it's still attached. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the lid off and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to place it right here and I'm going to set it down and then let go. You know what I mean? Because remember also, it's not a pizza. You can't do that. You know what I mean? That thing. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, the slide. You cannot with the slide. So first I turn it around into a position where I can get a hold of the tab and make sure I've got a nice hold of it. I heard a tiny little sizzle, so I'm pausing before I set it down. You see what I'm saying? You have to set it down. And here's the thing, and there's the glue burning away, so you get a little dark. So let me tell you something else too. When you put it down in the kiln and you got it in there successfully, Satan is going to speak to you. And Satan is going to say, that's not quite the right spot. Let's move it a little bit. Don't ever, ever do that. Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen people do that. They put it in the kiln, it's in there, and they're like, oh no, this spot's a little hot, whatever, and they start moving it, and that's when everything rolls. Okay, so when Satan says your name, say, not today, Satan, and leave it right the fuck there. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I've seen it so many times. Okay, so you see the glue is burning off. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use a lid to cast a shadow. I'm going to use a nice poofy flame. And you'll notice also, by the way, like I am not up in the air. You know what I mean? I'm sitting and my face is going to be pretty much straight in the kiln. Like you have to be in there. This is not the kind of thing that you can be like all, you know what I mean? Like, no, stick your head in the kiln. And I've got, this is a one tip, and you want kind of a poofy flame. That's what granulation likes, is a big poofy flame, right? Okay, so I'm going to stick my elbow up in the air and start heating. Now, what you'll notice at first when you first start heating is you notice how the back sheet has that hazy finish. All that is an indicator that is saying to us this is not hot enough to fuse yet, which is fine. That's normal. But what you'll notice is as I continue to heat, the haze is going to disappear. And that also doesn't mean, okay, now we're ready to fuse, but it's on the way. You see that, how that haze around the background has disappeared? And when it gets hot enough, you'll see the haze will disappear on the inside as well. Because remember, when you're granulating, it's all about the back sheet. It's all about getting the back sheet hot enough. And then what you'll start to see is that the connection points, like where the granules are touching the back sheet, start to glow brighter than everything else. They get like, to me, it's like a marigold orange. And that says to me like, oh, hey, you know what? I think we're starting to get hot enough to actually fuse. You know, and granulation stresses people out because it takes a fuck ton of heat. And that is, you know, as you see. Okay, and I'm going to start. You see that little flash I get on the back sheet? And when you're fusing, you notice it's like a waltz. Because if you stay, I won't, of course, on your lovely piece. If you stay on the piece when it's at that temperature too long, that's when everything starts to melt. So you notice I can do it again and again as long as I don't stay in that spot for a long time. You see how I can 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to take it out now, because to me that I've foofed that all underneath the granules. Now I'm not going to do this, of course, but another thing that everyone wants to do when they granulate, which I totally understand, but don't do it, is peck. They're like, you know what I mean? It doesn't work. You have to get the whole thing hot and then swirl, you know what I mean, those sections underneath there. The pecking doesn't work. And I mean, like I said, believe me, like, why do I know to tell you these things? Because I've done it. I've seen other people do it. Pecking doesn't work. You really have to get that back sheet hot and get it hot enough so that it attaches to the granules. If you think of it as I'm fusing the granules to the back sheet, you'll probably put the flame too much on the granules and they'll get over hot and melt to each other. And that's not what you're trying to do. So it's really all about the back sheet. Okay, so I'm going to take it out. We're going to let it cool. And we're going to look at it. Now, I definitely saw lots of things happening, but normally what I do once it's cool, I'm going to keep my fingers, of course, off the top of it in case we need to fuse it a little bit more. And for me, I go under my magnifier lamp and I'm looking from the side. And, we also call this long looking, because you're literally going to look under every granule and look for that little neck. That's that little attachment of metal that every one of them has to have. And if I see any areas that I'm like, we're just going to pop it back in and do a little more. Now, sometimes when you granulate, you put it in, you do it in one shot, the crowd goes wild, and that's it. But plenty of times you do it. I mean, this is me, this is everyone. And you go, you know what? A little bit more in this section. So don't look at it like I have failed. Oh no, I didn't do it all at once. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay.